Bried here, or Tech Tony. Welcome to another episode of Hobbying with Tech Tony. Actually, this is another reveal. Last time I did a reveal, I did reveal of uh, two things. One, a subscription to Imperium magazine, which is a monthly a monthly subscription uh, where you can get models, be introduced into the Warhammer 40K universe. For those of you who are tabletop gamers, modelers, painters, whatever, I thought it was a really cool introduction. If you're trying to get somebody who's probably about preteen into a fun hobby, strategic gaming, this it's a great opportunity to do that. The other subscription that I have is to be Patreon on the Spikeybits.com website. What basically Spikeybits does is they give you news, updates, and of course, a chance to subscribe. Now, in that case, or since about 3 months ago, um, inflation, recession, watching our hobby dollars, decided, okay, out of the two, which one do I like? I mean, comparing both of them, apples to oranges, you're getting different things, even though it was really cool to get two different things. One to be introduced into the hobby by Games Workshop, and the other one to continue your hobby and build up your model base. Now, I had been a subscriber to both for about 3 months, got a ton of stuff, which was really great on a monthly basis, and decided, okay, with the recession, inflation, hey, Matt, how are you doing? The recession, inflation dollars, just watching my hobby dollars, I decided to drop one. And the one that I decided to drop was the Warhammer Imperium magazine for now. And unsubscribed to it. It was about $75. And I continued my $100 Patreon level membership. Now, in doing so, I decided, you know what? Rob Bear, the owner, CEO of Spikeybits.com, which I highly recommend that you go to that, offered instead of a monthly, getting things on a monthly basis, go to a quarterly. That way you can build up a little bit, cash, and then even though it's still billed out monthly, they just, will put together something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more. So I decided, let's go with the quarterly. And I just received, probably about a week ago, my first quarterly. I haven't opened it yet, other than just opening up the box to have a look inside to see what I got, to see what the quarterly is all about. So let's take a look. Now, with my subscription to Spikeybits, you can pick out what faction you like. If you want Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, or Warhammer 40,000, do you want hobby supplies? Do you want a combination of the two? They let you really pick that all out. And I will say that they're both, they're really professional, and I've had no complaints with them. So really cool. I'm always excited to see what we get. I'm, trying to decide. And another reason why I decided to branch off from Warhammer's magazine subscription for now was the fact that even though I collect Marines, the second faction was Necrons, which is, they seem pretty cool. But then when I started to think about it, my first passion when I first got into Warhammer 40K was Chaos. And I always wanted to have a Chaos army. I always wanted to build one up, but I don't know. It was always hard to move from my loyalties of the Loyalist Space Marines, even though I created my own chapter with their own color schemes, this, that, and the other. I thought, I'm always loyal to them. Well, over the years, now just getting back into painting, getting back into hobbying, things like that, I thought, you know what, let's try to branch out on my hobbying painting skills. And in recent months, I've been able to start collecting chaos, and here's a chaos model. It is a master of possession, so I really like how I painted him. Even though he is the Black Legion, I've always been drawn to Corn, which is all about, fighting and death, blood for the blood god, blah, 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 blah. But I thought it would be fun, and they're about to release a whole set of models for them um, and their new army in the next couple of months. So, we'll see. But with some of the flexibility that Spikeybits has, it's not just Games Workshop, it's other potential companies that create models or accessories to add to your existing models for 40K. Puppets War, Creature Caster, all this other fun stuff to just really have a lot more flexibility in your skills. So with that said, let's have some fun and let's open my box. So I'm just going to move my camera around here and hopefully you guys can see this. And here's my box. I haven't looked into it yet. All I did was just freshly open it. And let's see. I will say that Rob and his company packed things really nicely. So we're going to open this up and see. And we're going to see here, and maybe I can flip this around for y'all to see this. We see here we got Creature Caster, another, a cool box. It's actually fairly thick. It looks like it's a $60 value, and I love the fact that it says "Do not touch!" Exclamation point. So I can't wait to open that. Let's see what other fun models we've got in here. We've got for Chaos, their heavy support squad or their Devastator style squad called Havocs. So heavy armored support to destroy armor, which is cool. I don't have those or any of those, so that'll be fun. Let's see here. What else do we have? We've got, let's see here, a squad of, is it 5? 5 to 10? Oh, squad of 10 Primaris Hellblasters, even though they've got marked through the Dark Angels. I'm assuming he probably took out all the Dark Angels shoulder pads and what is it called? Decals. So it looks like it's just a plain squad of Primaris Hellblasters, which is awesome. So I already have about 10 of those, so this will be nice to add another 10 to that list. This is about $35 in value for that many, so it's a nice little discount for that. The Havocs are about $60 in value, which is typical or a typical cost for Games Workshop. And then let's see. Ooh, what do we have here? It looks like we've got Chaos Fiends. So it looks like Slanesh. So there's a god power called Slanesh, but it looks like it's a bunch of fiends or demons, which is really cool. I can't wait to put these together and see what painting scheme I can come up with. But I do believe fiends are Slanesh in origin. Slanesh is just one of the evil chaos powers. Basically, pleasure and excess is what they're known for. So they're really sleek and stuff like that. I've seen some really great color schemes with them. So a great addition to any chaos army. And lastly, I've got some acrylic paints from Pro Acryl or Monument Hobbies. We've got a brown wash, which I think that's something new, and it looks like it's a bunch of washes here. So let's take a look. We've got a black wash from Pro Acryl. We've got a brown wash from Pro Acryl, and we've got a flesh wash. So something to go over top of flesh. So Pro Acryl, I've not painted with these, but Spikeybits, The Long War, Kenny Boucher, and swear that Pro Acryl is a really good paint and that they've left things like Army Painter and Citadel behind. But me, if you can tell here, I'll just point. I've got a bunch of paints, from Vallejo, from Citadel, from Army Painter, just like them all. I think they all have their uses. So some speed paints, some contrast paints, mostly washes. But when I first got back into it, my wife generously bought me the Citadel paint set, which came in a box and everything like that for Christmas a few years back. So I've yet to open a majority of my paint, so hopefully they're all pretty good. Though I did um, go out of my way to take them out of the pots and put them into dropper bottles, which was really super easy. And the only thing I don't have in there is the balls, the little metal balls to shake them up and things like that. But I really love the dropper bottles. The paints, the base paints have lasted a lot longer than they have. I will say that the Citadel paints definitely different from when I got back in or got into painting back into 1991 when I was introduced to the hobby. I will say Army Painter is really good along with Vallejo. I like the different colors, the color matches, things like that. So, like as an example, you know, uh, Vallejo has a great airline set of paints. I've heard that Army Painter does as well. I like Army Painter's black and reds, and their washes are great. I have no complaints with those. So each one does a little bit different, and it's fun to experiment and try them out. Cost wise, can't beat it. I will say, Pro Acryl, you get a 20 millimeter bottle, and this is pretty awesome. I can't wait to try out these washes and see what they're like. So that's my quarterly box. I think that's, and before we go, let's open up our creature caster. So, creature caster, 3D, or I should say resin models. So far, I've gotten a few of them, and they're really cool. I haven't put them all together yet. I'm working on that. I've got a huge pile of shame that I'm slowly working through. So my mindset is to put everything together and then start painting. And then at that point, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So besides, hopefully go and learn how to play 40K again. It's been a while. I know that they're coming up on 10th edition. Um, I got into or 7th edition just around the last 2 or 3 months before they switched over to 8th. Played a couple of games on 8th edition, which was fine. I know that I'm not a big tournament guy. I just like playing for fun. Let's have a fun scenario and let's go for it. I watch the battle reports online, which are really cool. Looks pretty simple. So I just, the rule books seem to change fairly regularly. And, I am in agreement with Rob Bear and his team that, or the team, I should say, that the rules need to be a little bit better accessible. I know that I subscribe to Warhammer Plus. I enjoy it. I really wish that they come out with the animations a little bit more. So, Games Workshop, if you're listening, I think there's value there with Warhammer Plus. You just, like the TV and stuff like that. I think for the $5.99, and you're paying at least $60 a year, that maybe you, as a part of a gift idea, instead of the $16 redemption code, uh, give us a code for a codex, like one codex at a time or something. I have not downloaded the app. I kind of like the Battle Scribe, at least to get the updated army lists, to put my armies together. But it would be nice to, go out of my way to get the books. But for now, the books are the books. But let's take a look at Creature Caster here. So do not touch. So I'm going to have a little fun with that. Creature Caster really packs up their stuff nicely. So we got some bubble wrap. That's always fun. And it looks like there's at least 3 things in here. And let's see what these 3 things are. So the first looks to be, wow. So an already put together demon-esque kind of thing. Wow. So really cool. I love the detail on this. You know, I'm sure so that's one. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a fun demon. He's got a nice sword, a nice long beard. I love the base, so I like that. Let's see. The next model in this box. Man, the quality of these are just amazing. Ooh. Now this one looks like it's in two parts, but it looks like something from Slaanesh. She looks very Slaanesh-y, which is kind of cool. She just looks like some weird elemental. She's got no eyeballs, but she's sitting there. And of course, she's got this beautiful, elegant sword. So I'll have to see how that's going to fit in her hands, but it might be something super easy. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like something that would have been glued to her hand or to her hand, and it looks like it popped off. But that's okay. Nothing that a little glue can't help. So get in there and I can, oh, whoops. Well, we'll just figure that out. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'll have a little fun with that. I'll have to go to their website. And of course, the last thing. Ooh, another elemental of some sort. Looks like it's possessing or eating somebody. There we go. Looks like it's eating somebody, which is really, really cool. It's pretty sick. Yeah. Just a sort of spawn that just is just absorbing someone, which is just really wild. So really cool. I love the base. Oops, I love the base, the rocks, and just all this fun that you could probably do with this. So that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Even if I don't play with them, just some sort of display piece, that would be neat. So, is there anything else? Nope. That's it. Well, that's a great $60 value. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Well, I want to, thank everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. That's my subscription box for this quarter. I think the next one is not due out until the end of January. So I look forward to seeing that. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great and wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here in California. It's sunny. Last week we had a couple of days of great rain. We needed it here in Southern California. Uh, Other than that, it's been nice and cool. I think yesterday it just got up in the 70s. Excuse me, I don't think we're expected to be any higher than 75 today, which is awesome. Other than that, I hope everybody's ready for the holiday season. You're getting your turkeys, you're getting your family together. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy, and everything's enjoyable. So, with that said, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Hopefully, I'll get together and do another cooking video. I know I'm putting one together right now for the pot roast I did a couple of weeks ago. Um, so I'm excited about putting that up on my YouTube channel. So along with some other things, real estate agents billing is coming up. Your annual billing is going to be due January 4th. So realtors, if you're planning on renewing your fees, look for your bills. I know electronically they should be going out near the end of November to be displayed on your account. And if you're getting a physical bill, which I don't know why anybody's getting a physical bill anymore, that should be mailed out on December 1st. So take advantage. Look on your account online, www.ocrealtors.org. Starting near the end of the month, pay your bill in full, and you'll be entered into a drawing. I do believe that this year's drawings early bird drawings. We've got, I think, one or two grand prize winners to earn their full realtor fees back, MLS fees, and some other things. So definitely look at that, read through your comments or the little blurb before you start to pay your bill. That way you can get the details. Now, I will say that most of us have already known, if you went to CAR Reimagined last month, CAR talked about raising their fees. I don't know what those fees are raised up to. So that means realtors, your fees have gone up this year. Hopefully not too badly. Hopefully you've been really good about making business ends meet and getting listings or getting your buyers successfully into escrow. I know it's been a real huge challenge this year with interest rates being on a rise, but it seems to be like 6 straight months since April. So I know that this is a big trying time. I know that everybody's talked about a recession. I know everybody's talked about a bubble pop. Been to enough conferences. I look at the inventory each and every day. I see possibly a slowdown personally, or a leveling off more than likely, which will be good for the business. I think most everybody's feelings is that we're going to actually get into a normal market. So you're not looking at the 5 or 2 day turnaround of purchasing a property. It's actually, a time for you as an agent to really work on your listing skills. Not to mention, I know that there's talk about a major lawsuit against NAR and the commissions and all this other stuff. You know, have those talks with your with your buyers and things like that, because eventually, I'm sure the way things seem to move, there may be a separation of commission where you now have to negotiate that with your buyer. And I think we all need to look at how can that impact a buyer purchasing a property today. So we really need to have those discussions. By the way, everybody deserves to get paid. Real estate agents do deserve to get paid on working on listings, contrary to popular belief. You guys are out there listing properties. If you're know your worth, right? You're doing listing presentations, you're doing marketing, you're doing all this other stuff. Buying agents, you're getting out there, you're marketing, you're showing properties. Gas prices are not cheap anymore. You're doing all this stuff, and of course, you're trying to find properties constantly for your potential buyers. Just like you as a listing agent, you're out there probably, hopefully, knock on wood, door knocking, mailings, YouTube videos, whatever you need to get yourself known, to try to get people to work with you and become that trusted source. Guide people through the process, right? Whether you're a listing agent or the buyer agent, instruct your clients on what they need to expect during the period that you're listing, or during the period of being in escrow. Educate your clients, right? Which requires us to know what we need to know and things like that. And if you don't know, come to the board, reach out to your broker or office manager and get educated on these processes. Or even better yet, talk to your title, lender, and escrow person so that they can help instruct you on the entire process, so you can translate that over to your client. So anyway, enough about that. This is all about hobbying. I enjoy hobbying. It's kind of, besides cooking, drinking wine, eating cheese, things like that, this is a great decompression for me. Again, I've been doing it for a few years. Painted up a corn berserker years ago, having fun with that. So I'm looking forward to just having fun, getting back into the hobby, and at least doing my models, and stretching the proverbial creativity. So anyway, with that said, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves. Be kind to each other, whether you're real estate agents, whether you're hobbyists, whether you're gamers, whether you're just a normal human being. Let's focus on the positives in our lives. It's too easy to focus on the negatives. We're bombarded each and every day with that. So, I hope you guys and gals out there have fun, enjoy yourselves, do what you love to do, be with the people that you love and that love you and support you and encourage you to always strive to be better. And um, there you go. All right. With that said, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful and beautiful day. It's a Saturday. It's a gorgeous day. If you got to get up from the computer, stop the gaming for at least a couple hours, go outside, smell the flowers while they're still there. If they're there, enjoy that time and be with your loved ones, and then let's come back in game or do whatever. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully in my next hobbying, we'll go over and just have some fun putting models together, doing some paint schemes, and get your opinions. So anyway, talk to y'all a little bit. Bye.